The member that didn't exist. None. It started like any other shift. Quiet. Too quiet, if I'm honest. T-side isn't dead at night, but it's different. The kind of quiet where you still feel something moving, even when you can't see it. Old places don't forget what they used to be. Steel, smoke, people. It lingers. I was on the late shift at the club, not officially open hours. Members only, low-key. The kind of setup where everyone knows the rules and no one asks too many questions. It was just after 4 a.m. when the buzzer went. That alone was strange. No one comes at 4 a.m. unless they already know what this place is. And even then, they don't usually buzz. They message first. I checked the camera. There was a man standing outside, still, not pacing, not on his phone, just standing there, looking directly into the camera like he knew exactly where it was. Something about that made me hesitate. But rules are rules. I buzzed him in. The door clicked. A few seconds passed before he stepped inside. He didn't rush, didn't look around, just walked straight to the counter like he'd been there before. I gave him the usual. "All right, mate, membership?" He didn't answer, just nodded once. Then he placed a card on the counter. It wasn't one of ours, at least, I didn't think it was. Same kind of material, same size. But the design was off, slightly older. The logo wasn't quite right either, like an earlier version we'd never actually used. I flipped it over. Name Daniel K. Harper, member since 2014. That stopped me. We didn't exist in 2014, not officially, not even unofficially. The club didn't start taking members until years later. I looked up at him. "Where did you get this?" No answer, just that same slow nod, like I'd asked something obvious. I should have turned him away. That would have been the smart move. But there was something about the way he stood there. Calm, certain, like he wasn't asking to come in, like he already belonged there. So I scanned the card anyway. The system froze for a second. Then it beeped. Access granted. I frowned. That wasn't possible. I pulled up the member database manually, typed in the name. Nothing. Tried again. Still nothing. But the system had just accepted him. "All right," I said slowly. "What you after?" He didn't look at the menu. Didn't ask for anything specific. Just pointed. One of the older strains. One we'd had in rotation for years. I sorted it, bagged it, slid it across. He took it, nodded again, and turned to leave. No small talk. No hesitation. Just in and out. The whole thing lasted maybe 2 minutes, but it stuck with me. Not because of what he did, because of what he didn't do. People always say something, even regulars, even quiet ones. But him, nothing, not a word. I checked the CCTV after he left. Standard procedure, or at least, that's what I told myself. I pulled up the front camera, rewound to when the buzzer went. There he was, same as before, standing still. I watched as I buzzed him in. The door clicked. And then, nothing. No movement. I skipped forward a few seconds. Still nothing. I rewound. Played it again. The door unlocked. But he never actually walked in. I felt that straight in my chest, like a drop, because I'd just served him. I'd watched him walk to the counter, spoken to him, handed him product. But on the camera, he never entered. I checked the inside cameras next. There he was, clear as day, walking straight to the counter, standing right in front of me. But when I switched back to the front camera, empty doorway. That's when I stopped watching. Closed the system, told myself it was a glitch. Cameras mess up all the time, signals drop, frames skip. That's all it was, and it had to be. But then he came back. Same time, 4:20 a.m. Exactly. Not 4:19, not 4:21. Always 4:20. The buzzer went, and I didn't even need to check. I already knew it was him. Still, I looked. Same spot, same stance, same stare into the camera. This time I didn't buzz him in straight away. I just watched. 30 seconds passed. He didn't move, Didn't blink, didn't shift his weight, just waited. I buzzed him in. Again, the door clicked. Again, on the camera, he didn't move. But a few seconds later, he was inside, walking toward me. All right, I said, trying to sound normal. You again? No response, just the nod. I didn't even ask for the card this time. Didn't want to touch it again. Didn't want to see that date. What you after? I asked. Same thing. He pointed. Same strain as same shelf. And I served him, watched him leave. Then I went straight to the CCTV. Same thing. Every time. Front camera, he never enters. Inside camera, he's already there. This went on for a week, every night, 4:20 a.m., in, out, silent. I stopped telling myself it was a glitch, because glitches don't repeat like that. Not perfectly, not on schedule. So I did what I should have done from the start. I went digging. Old records, old backups. Anything from before the current system, before the official opening. Most of it was junk, half-complete files, old supplier logs, scrapped branding ideas, stuff that didn't matter anymore. Until I found a folder. Members_archive_pre-launch. I shouldn't have opened it, but I did. Well, inside were names, dozens of them, all dated before we were ever supposed to exist. And halfway down the list, there it was. Daniel K. Harper, member since 2014. I felt sick because this wasn't some glitch in the current system. This was older, buried, hidden. I clicked on the file. No photo, no ID, just notes. One line. Access approved. Do not remove. That was it. No explanation, no signature, nothing. I checked the timestamp. The file hadn't been opened in years. Until now. That night, I didn't stay for 4:20. I left early, didn't want to see him again. Didn't want to hear that buzzer. But the next morning, I got a message. Why'd you leave early? He came in. My chest tightened. What do you mean? The usual guy, 4:20. You know him? I didn't reply. Because I hadn't buzzed him in. That was the last time I ever worked that shift. I heard later that he still comes. Same time, same routine. And here's the part that really gets me. New staff don't question it. They just accept it. Like it's normal. Like he's always been there. And if you ask them about him, they'll say the same thing every time. Yeah, he's a member. No hesitation, no doubt. Just one small detail they always get wrong. They'll tell you he's been a member. Since the beginning. But there was no beginning. Not in 2014. Not for that place. And definitely not for him.